Hey everyone, happy Halloween here. I am just now getting back to normal. We've had internet for about a week now. Boil advisory was lifted about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Power's been restored, phone's back on. So I just wanted to jump on real quick, say that I'm still alive. I do want to do a pickup video because I have not been able to talk about games for a long time. My wife just doesn't care about them unless it's Animal Crossing. And so it'll be nice to just yammer on about something I'm interested in. Um, I have quite a few pickups, but mostly modern stuff. A lot of it for Switch, which I haven't been able to play because she's still addicted to Animal Crossing. Hope to rectify that problem soon with getting her a Switch for Christmas if they ever fix that island swapping thing. Right now, you can only have one island per Switch and you can't move it over. But Nintendo UK said they're addressing that. But that's something I'll talk about in the pickup video because that's just an odd decision on their part. Man, as the title says, everything has gone downhill. On the upside, my house is still standing and hasn't flooded. I mean, we did get some water in the attic, but it did not leak into the house, thankfully. It just looks like someone beat the shit out of it on the outside. There's a bunch of holes in the siding, and the gutters are all dinged up. We just got the roof fixed. I actually had the roof put on about 8 days before the first hurricane. I had signed a contract for this part, the extension, and they came and did that already and fixed up the pieces that flew off during the first storm. Unfortunately, because it was over 135 miles an hour, it wasn't warranted, and for about 8 to 10 feet of tarp, they're charging me $700. So I am dealing with that. Insurance not paying a dime. State Farm can go to hell. They're not paying anyone anything. There's a guy. He's a neighbor of my dad's friend. His brick wall is, you can move it with your hand. So the wall is just about to collapse. They offered him $45 to fix it. So that's just an absolutely terrible insurance company. They're being sued by a bunch of people down here. I did not meet my deductible because my house is magically worth way more on paper than it really is, just so they could charge me an insane $10,000 insurance deductible. But nothing you can really do about it unless you want to join a class action suit and maybe get a few dollars back. But yeah, we're moving from them as soon as possible. Got hit by two storms back to back, so I was evacuated for over a month. Both directions, further into Louisiana and over into Texas. If you've seen the was it? No, I didn't post a video. So it's only if I'm friends with you on Instagram, I posted a few of the evacuation shots. But I don't really use Instagram a lot, but a lot of my friends are moving away from all other social media, and I don't know what else. I'm old, so I don't know what to do. I don't do enough interesting things to really have one, but to keep in contact with people, I just created one of those. So if you're on that, drop your username down below. Oh man, what else? Oh, the damn coronavirus. I don't know what's going on, but I'm hearing a lot of UK people on here. They keep calling it a scamdemic, and one just said, "Yeah, people die from it. People die all the time." Man, what the fuck? That is, my uncle just died from it. We buried him on Monday. My grandmother's husband died from it last month. We weren't close to him, but then she got it. Fortunately, she's alive. She got pneumonia right after that. Survived that as well. My wife calls her a little Cajun tank. But yeah, man, this is nothing to joke around about. An office my dad went to, 8 out of the 15 people got it. The minimum amount of fever was 4 weeks. A guy had over 100-degree fever. Everyone else was sick longer than that. My wife coworkers have gotten it. Me and her just really stay out of the way. I think everyone else has way stricter laws than we do because, man, this state does not care. My parish had the highest infection rate prior to the hurricanes than anywhere else in the country. And the only reason it's gone down is because no one's testing because the hospitals are just overrun essentially and people have left. NPR did actually a story about my city itself, how they were putting hospital beds in conference rooms. And yeah, my uncle was isolated for 6 weeks by himself. We couldn't see him or talk to him. Getting better, then he had to evacuate for one of the hurricanes, got worse, and then it just really went downhill from there. And you can follow the chain. It's really bad in our law enforcement right now. And his coworker's wife is in law enforcement. She got it, gave it to his coworker. he got it. My cousin, I mean, my cousin gave it to one of his kids and to his mom and dad. My aunt, uncle, both were hospitalized. My aunt survived, but now she's on oxygen, and my uncle passed away. I really liked him. He was probably the closest uncle I had growing up. So, like I said, we buried him on Monday. That's been rough. This is not anything to play around with, man. The people we know who've gotten better from it have lasting problems, and they're all younger. By younger, I mean below 40. Yeah, just be careful out there. It was wild that at his funeral people weren't even taking basic precautions, and they know what he passed away from. So that was kind of disrespectful. But yeah, like I said, I guess in other places they're taking this more strictly than we are, and I guess people are getting annoyed at that. People do not care down here. I mean, employees wear masks and they try to keep distance and clean up and stuff, but everyone else just goes around like there's not a problem. And I was talking to a nurse, and our hospitals are just completely packed. So yeah, it's terrible down here. Me and my wife are actually we're talking about moving more, not necessarily because of that, but because of the hurricanes. Because two back to back, and then a third one swung and hit New Orleans. But if it had gone a little bit more west, it would have hit us, and that would have been three within a 2 month period. We got hit by a four and then a three, something like that. Or it was like right before, right as they landed, they were four and a three. I think, or was it five into four and three into two? I don't know. But one was a wind event, one was a rain event. We got super, 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 super lucky. I know probably five people who are homeless now. Rent has gone up crazy. My wife's coworker was paying $700 for a one-bedroom apartment. Now that's $1,800. She's having to get a part-time job to pay for that. It's just wild down here because of the virus. One of the companies, my main one I work with, lost a job because the workers wouldn't go in because all the hotels were taken up by evacuees, and the virus is so bad in plants that they know there's a high likelihood they'll get it, so they just refused. And because we didn't we couldn't find the 80 people to go in, they hired someone else, and they told their employees to just sleep in their trucks. And that's been a blow to us. So that part of my job, I'm probably going to get cut off of that for after a little bit in case something picks up. I still work for a few other companies, but yeah, things are just slowing down in general. I do have a lot of pickups because I haven't talked about stuff for what, August or so. I have got a lot of like fun goodies. I haven't had much time to play them, but that's being rectified right now that we're back. I'm staying up late. My wife's going to bed early, and I'm diving in. But I think it's enough of an update for now. I hope to have a video next week of just fun stuff to talk about because it sucks shit over here, man. I hope everyone's doing better than me at least. And again, happy Halloween from one of my favorite films here. And I will talk to everyone later.